Hey guys, we got a lot going on even though we're like maybe day 3 of this coronavirus quarantine. So I'm not sure really what's gonna happen with this whole thing, but we're still getting cars and we're trying to limit people inside the shop. We're telling everyone just drop off your car. We'll do it, we'll give it back to you as soon as it's done. So we have like the past few days though, a lot of people expect me to be really slow. We've been ridiculously busy. I've not been able to make a video. It's just been like car after car after car after car, late nights banging stuff out. So while people want to get done, we're here, we're working. I'm gonna give you a little walkthrough of what's good in the shop. E92 Supra behind me. Customer installed a pure turbo himself, and then now it's here for meth and a retune. I previously tuned this car already. I previously tuned this car already, and we're doing this. This car has, the customer ordered his own meth kit, so he sort of ordered the wrong one. The one that he ordered, I'm trying to show his bracket. The one that he ordered taps into a boost source, like a charge pipe. I like to tap into the intake manifold map sensor on this car. The reason why is that when you close throttle, it won't see a boost spike and spit out a bunch of meth into the charge pipe. This little bracket that we make on our meth kit, here it had a charge pipe. So it's gonna get tapped in right here. Once again, once the throttle closes and you're under boost, it just spits out a bunch of meth. We usually tap into this map sensor right here. Tap into that map sensor right there, which is just a way better way of doing it. The customer bought his own meth kit, probably tried to save a few dollars, and ended up with, now needs like a few little extra fittings, and he has to run a hose into the car to the meth controller. I don't like doing that also because you're running a vacuum hose like a few feet of it. It's just not it's really just not necessary. So we're almost done with this. This will get done soon after. Next up, F90 M5. I wonder if you get, some people out there probably don't know what car this is. The car's been through, I think, 4 tuners and 1 motor. It's on motor number 2. So he was not tuned by me before. He was trying to be a fast guy in the streets. Did not end well for him. So it's also been through too many shops. The car came in, mismatched bolts from the transfer case to from the drive shaft to the transfer case, all mismatched. You can actually see where it came off, whipped around. O2 sensor stripped on the car. Multiple clips just broken. Just really sloppy work on a F90 M5 with like a high dollar, $100,000+ car. Pretty horrible. So we got it right, fixed a bunch of things in the car, put downpipes in the car, just tuned it. Well, I'm gonna dyno tune it, so I'll probably show you that a different day. But I'm gonna flash it probably first so you can drive it, we'll see. But pretty cool F90, beautiful car. All right, dude, too much stuff. This E92 Supra will be here forever. F10 535 came in for a tune, dyno, diagnosis, check engine light was on. We removed the piggyback on the car. I hate piggybacks on cars, it's gone. Did a flash tune on it, and that was really it. Changed spark plugs and flowbacks. Car's 115,000 miles, and the idle was like a hair strange. Also did a boost leak test to make sure there's no leaks. It was pretty solid for having that many miles. M55 is just sort of amazing. 92 M3, supercharged, and for a tune. This guy drove up from Virginia or Carolina, somewhere far, 5, 6, 7, 8 hour plus drive. So he's here for a tune. The car's pretty much messed up. So right off the rip, the car sort of runs and randomly drops cylinders. I looked over a bunch of things in the car. Down here, if you can look, those are injector wire adapters. On this side, different style injector wire adapter. We put the wire ones on the car. The car previously had the just the hard clip ones. It randomly drops cylinders. If I put my finger on it and push it up or down, it will randomly lose a cylinder, gain a cylinder. That's not even unplugging it. Also, I mean, 2 of them were not clipped in at all. 1 clip was broken, 1 was not clipped in at all from the previous shop that just, I guess, just did spark plugs on it. So right off the bat, just by touching on one bank, touching them, it drops the cylinder, gains cylinder, drops the cylinder, gains cylinder. So I don't want to blow the car up. So we changed one whole bank that seemed to be giving me more issues as I touched it. It made 549 wheel horsepower on 93 octane. This car previously, with a different tuner, made that much power on 85. So it's already killing it. We're gonna now take injector adapters off one of my cars, one of the shop cars, whatever you want to call it, to put on the other side to possibly fix the issue. A lot of people run these cheap adapters. Ford Racing sells a really, really nice one. So if you want like the little short black adapters or gray, Ford Racing or Ford Motorsport sells really nice ones. Otherwise, I use the wire ones. I just seem to have better luck with it. I'll give you guys some dyno rips of this car right now. line up outside. That thing spun rod bearings, needs a motor. I ordered a motor from some guy. I'm not gonna talk about it right now, but I'm not happy. It's taking forever to get a motor for that car. F80, my boo, of course, whatever, Mar might jump. Supercharged E92 M3. It's actually gonna be for sale soon. I don't know exactly what it'll be for, but like price-wise, but this is where we had to steal the injector wires from. Pure turbo car. We just did a pure turbo meth injection. Car on pump and meth made like 450 wheel horsepower, I think. 445. I don't really like to push it too hard on pump meth. God, but the meth fails, nothing blows up. That's the lineup. I'm gonna keep making hits on this car on pump gas, and then after that, we'll put it on the E85 and turn it up. So it's actually the next day. After doing a bunch of hits on this car and fixing the injector wires that were losing signal when we would touch or even free rev, the car then would drive really normal, but now high RPMs getting into boost. I'd get like random misfires, it felt like. The data logs, looking at it, it pretty much showed me that the bank 1 sensor 1 was not reading. It was just pretty much stuck with one signal. It had no codes on the tune that it came in on. I ordered O2 sensor, the customer stayed in a hotel last night. After putting in the new O2 sensor, I checked the codes, and actually he said that leaving here yesterday, he didn't get a code for O2 sensor slow response. That means that whatever tune he had in here probably had O2 sensor codes disabled, which is pretty horrible. You'd never know if your O2 sensor was bad. So like, if he would have got my tune remotely, it would have thrown an O2 sensor code, and it could have changed it and been good. I just reflashed the car, adjusting a few little things. Now that it's running amazing, I'm gonna make a bunch more hits right now on 93 still, and then turn up on 85 later. Alright, so after making a few hits, the car does heat soak a little bit, but the aftercool system is working. It made 525, 530 wheel horsepower. So I previously mentioned in a different video that there's a trick to get more power out of your supercharged E9X, regardless of what kit you have. Almost all the intakes I've seen for these cars are extremely restrictive. Having a brand new filter versus having more air than that, you always make more power. So this does not have a brand new filter. It has an older air filter on it, and I guarantee it will make more power by doing one simple thing. On this intake system, from ESS or any company, the blow-off valve usually recirculates back to the intake, right here. What happens is this tube that shoots underneath the supercharger is so restrictive that by freeing this up and removing this cap, what you really do is this is 1.25 inches on an ESS kit. You go on K&N's website, you buy an 1.25 inch air filter with an 1.25 inch ID air filter. Different kits are different sizes. You can just take a tape measure up to yours and measure it, see if you're at 1 inch, 7/8 inch, or 1.5 inches, whatever it is, and get a filter with that ID. You put that on there, you get more boost. So I'm gonna let the car cool for a few minutes. I'm gonna make some more hits with that removed right now and see what it does. And I've tried remove versus a new filter on there, and it's always better. The more air, the better. It just makes more boost. Because it's a mechanically driven setup, a dirty air filter actually lowers boost. Dirty air filter or restrictive intake system. This frees up intake restriction like I've never seen. It's better than a brand new filter. You'd add this and it still will make more power because it is still restrictive. Stop following me.
I'm gonna give you the virus.
You're gonna give me a virus. We joke now, maybe in a week this won't be a joke. Right now it's a joke. In 2 weeks, this might be real. Like we all might be sick or mess up. But right now, I'm trying to take it very seriously. I don't want customers to shop. This guy won't leave, so.
I'm here for the day.
He's here for the day. All right, so I lied before. I said come here like 520 wheel. It did not make 520 wheel. I was sitting in the car looking from a distance, and I thought it makes 503 wheel with that cap on. Cap off, 538 wheel horsepower. That's the difference. Look at that gains up top. Woo, all that horsepower. That's free horsepower. Who doesn't like free horsepower? I do. You do. Next up, I just put 85 in the car. I'm gonna flash the 85 off the shelf tune, see what we can get up to. All right, so we got 85 in the car right now. Flash the 85 tune. I made a bunch of hits. Right off the rip, it was a hair rich because most people run a lot smaller pulleys that actually equal a lot more boost to get into the 650 horsepower range of the tires. So this actually has a little bit bigger pulley, would make less boost, does not be as crazy. Alright, so if you guys want to take a look at this, if you look at the way the car came in, plus my tune, 498 wheel horsepower, decapping the intake brought us to 526 wheel horsepower, 85, 612 wheel horsepower, and torque numbers are all there too. So about 90 wheel horsepower from an ethanol change. I bet a lot of the reason why that is because the car is a high compression motor. You're with a low compression motor is nowhere near the limit of the gas you're on. The change to 85 on like something like this, very low boost, has less and less effect. When you're on a car, it's a high compression NA engine. When you run boost, you're sort of kind of limited. Then you go ahead, you slam 85 in it, it fixes that. It doesn't care about it doesn't care about how high compression it is anymore. So now it makes all the power. So 612 wheel horsepower, supercharged E92 M3. Over 100 wheel horsepower gain from the way it walked in here. So I hope to see this car out killing it. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you subscribe. Give me a thumbs up.